This watch was sent to me for the purpose of this review by Topper Jewelers. They are one of very few retailers selling this watch. Go to topperjewelers.com, place the GMW B5000CS1 in your cart, and in the special instructions section, please enter DougFNJ sent you before you check out. Thank you so much, Topper Jewelers, for sending me this watch, and now on to the review. Hello everybody, and thanks for checking out my review. Today I'm going to be going over the Casio G-Shock. This is the GMW B5000CS1. This is called the G-Shock TRON, nicknamed. And if you wanted to look up the instructions on this, just do a Google search for module number 3459 for a full set of instructions. Now, getting into the unboxing, it's a plain black box. You'll notice that there's just the G-Shock etching on the top and nothing on the sides or the bottom. And it slides open. It's got the premium packaging on the inside. So what it's going to give you is the black box with information inside. So it starts off with the instruction manual, which is the one big fold out, all different languages. You have information on the solar, just the warnings that come with that. You have FCC information because it does run a Bluetooth and the atomic signals around the world. And then, of course, the warranty card. So that's it for the paperwork. The box is going to kind of give you a preview of what the watch is going to show you. So walking around the box on the top half of the front and the rear back, you see the grid. Nothing on the bottom. And opening the watch, also on the inside, you get that grid. And of course, you have the watch. So this B5000 series is the next evolution of the Casio G-Shock square design. I'm going to link my previous video of the GMW B5000 GD1 for in-depth instructions on how it works with the connected app. But this version of the GMW B5000 features a laser-etched square grid design. Casio announced that this expresses its legacy of genuine strength and transcendent of time, being inspired by the very first G-Shock that was released in 1983, and adding a nice modern steel touch. So G-Shock fans call it the Tron due to that square grid. It's kind of reminiscent of what you would see back in the 80s from the original Tron movie back then. I'll just walk you through on how it looks. Strictly along the top edge of the watch. The case and bezel are stainless steel with a black IP finish and a solid steel band with one-touch 3-fold clasp. So when you open it up, folds over the 3 times. It's nice and secure when it closes. And the case on this watch is 49.3 millimeters high, 43.2 millimeters width, and 13 millimeters on the thickness. Definitely a heavier watch at 167 grams, and the case and the bezel are stainless steel with IP finish, solid stainless steel band, and the button structure combines the large forged buttons with internal pipes that add to the additional shock resistance. It's a really well built watch. So it's got water resistance up to 200 meters. It's got the tough solar and multi-band 6 that receives atomic time signals from 6 towers around the world. Works, of course, with Bluetooth using the G-Shock connected application. It's got a reminder setting, time and place log to log your travel, automatic time adjustment, world time, which could display up to 300 cities around the world on 5 screens, and localized calendar setting, which displays in multiple languages, and then a phone finder feature. So if you lose your phone, you can actually use the watch to be able to locate it. Also features a 1/100th second stopwatch and 5 daily alarms. And this G-Shock has a super illuminator for high intensity light with a fade in, fade out function. All right, so just to show you the case back of the watch, it's also got that IP black finish. It's polished on the back. As you can see on the links on the inside, are more of a matte finish, but it gives you a lot of detailed information on the back here. It's a single screw down back with lock on it. And even though it's a little bit thicker than the other squares that I'm used to wearing, it doesn't wear like it's that thick. So just to give you a quick wrist shot here. It's got a nice weight to it. It's a perfect size. I have a 7.5-inch wrist, and this will fit pretty much anybody's wrist. Really is a normal G-Shock square. All right, so now to walk you through the modes. The first one is, of course, the timekeeping mode. You'll notice that it has the day of the week, the date, then it has the time and the seconds, of course. And when you go into the next mode, which is the bottom left button, you have 5 world times that you could choose from. And it's out of 300 different regions. And the thing that I really like about this is you'll notice that it scrolls across, so this way you know exactly what city you're looking at. You have 5 alarms. So you have the 1, 2, 3, 4. Snooze is the 5th alarm. And then you have an hourly time signal. And to toggle each alarm, all you have to do is press the top left button for a second. And then I'll toggle it on for you. Then you have the stopwatch. All you have to do is press the bottom right to start it. Bottom left to stop it, and then you press the top left to reset it. You have a countdown timer, so to set it, all you have to do is press the top left. It goes into the setting mode, and then you could check the hours, minutes, and seconds. And that's it for the modes. Now to get into the settings on the watch, all you have to do is press the top left to adjust anything. And the first thing you're going to do is set your home time zone. And if you hold on to it, it'll go through them quickly. So once I find my time zone, which is New York, and you can go up and down with the 2 right buttons. I go to the next section, and that sets it up for auto or manual or off on the summertime. You have 12 and 24-hour format, of course. And you can set the year, the date, and then how it displays. You can set the month and the date, the language, the keys, so this will make it beep or not beep when you're pressing the lights. You'll have the setting of the light that can go for 2 seconds or 4 seconds. You have the receive on or off, so this goes for the atomic clocks or the G-Shock connected application. You got power save mode, which turns off all of the radios. And that's it for the settings. All right, so this is a little comparison with the DW5600, one of the very first G-Shock versions that they had put out years ago. And as you can see, the sizes are very similar. The design is definitely similar. Just about as thick. Rear on both are the screwback designs. Both very solid watches. Screens are easy to read. So that's what it looks like next to the original. All right, so that's it for my review on the Casio G-Shock GMW B5000CS1, the Tron model. Of course, like I said, I did do a review on the module with the GMW B5000 GD1, so I would definitely suggest going over there if you want to get more detailed instructions on how to use the application. So I'm just amazed at the finish on these watches. Personally, with that 3D etching, it almost looks like a big decal that's on the watch. So it's pretty impressive how they were able to pull this off. It's a classic square G. If you really like it, I definitely suggest heading on over to topperjewelers.com, put in the code that I mentioned earlier, and there you have a great selection of not just G-Shocks, but a whole bunch of watches. I want to thank all of you for your support, your watching, your subscribers. If you really like this review, please press the thumbs up. If you don't like it, press the thumbs down. And if you really like it, please subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You'll be notified of new reviews as I put them out there. Also, you can find me on Twitter at DougFNJ. I announce my reviews there as well. And then, of course, you can head on over to a great website called watchyouseek.com. Great community of people. Great discussion on all brands of watches that you can ever imagine and everything about those watches. So I thank you once again for watching my review. I'm sorry my voice is a little scratchy tonight, but again, I appreciate all your support over the years. Have a great day and stay safe. Thanks. This watch was sent to me for the purpose of this review by Topper Jewelers. They are one of very few retailers selling this watch. Go to topperjewelers.com, place the GMW B5000CS1 in your cart, and in the special instructions section, please enter DougFNJ sent you before you check out. Thank you so much, Topper Jewelers, for sending me this watch, and now on to the review.